instinct from covering the back line.
Haaland! Sensational from Haaland!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
That was a given, it always was.
Way too good, Peter, too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost in all honesty.
So, a breakthrough already. Mendy knocks it into space. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Haaland. He's away! He's tried one! Oh, he's hit the bar! Kamavinga. Haaland. Now that looks a decent... And the shot! He would have been quick... Oh, what has happened here? And we have our very first corner. Reinders with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Haaland. It's their second corner of the game.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And Marmouche! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Big chance! Mbappe!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Goes for the shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, at least that improves their tally when it comes to shots on goal, but they have to start doing a lot better.
Reinders. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. Threads one in. Stones promptly onto that, and that is that.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And the shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Reinders goes short. And it's Ake. Rodri. Passing nice and neat. Can he get it through? Madrid are looking to go forward now. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Valverde. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Marmouche. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Haaland. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ake kept his eye on it, and he's there. Shot at goal! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Great vision. He's on it. Can he get away? And he shoots! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. It's in. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And he's only too grateful to Vinicius. He's had a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Guardiola. Here's Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mendy spots it and intercepts. Pass somewhat off target. And that's a simple one for the keeper. That's a little off target. Camavinga. Well, that's well seen too. Marmouche. Looking for options for movement. Kovacic. Marmouche. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Oh, no joy this time. Courtois is there to clear. And that is as far as they're going to go. Ake was in no mood for any of that. Camavinga unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's on his way! He can get that clear. Matches Nunes makes the interception. Marmouche tries to play it through. He can run onto that. Shapes the shoot! He scored! And they get themselves in front! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's...
And we've reached half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Vinicius Junior is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get in.
Chance for a shot! In he goes again! No, he's missed it.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And he's had it nicked away. Can he get on the end of this? He's got away. Takes a shot! He has done it! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Not the most accurate pass.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Haaland. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that has not gone well. Valverde. Marmouche. Oh, Red, nice interception. Tries to pass it through. He's a sharp little ball here. Kovacic. Now it's Haaland. Chouameni. Bellingham. And no, that was never going to make it. Vinicius Junior on 2 now and looking for 3. Marmouche. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great ball if he can get there. And they've got rid. And it's Bellingham. Marmouche aims beyond the defence, and he's intervened well there. Matheus Nunes. Looking to play him in. That is a great pick out. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Ruben Dias gets it clear. Valverde. Oh, this looks sharp. And he's quick to get it clear again. Out towards the flank. Nicely weighted ball. Kovacic. Marmouche. Now it's Haaland. Oh, just skips past his man. Just the keeper to beat. It's Kovacic. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
It's Bernardo Silva. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this.
Chance, surely! Oh, taken with style. And they've got their lead back. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Oh, well measured. Rudiger cuts out the pass. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And the finish! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
This is quite a battle.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Now it's Haaland. Bellingham does really well to win the ball there. He's in a great position here. Chance! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Foden. Marmouche. Looking for a runner. Mendy kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Vinicius Junior. And it's hoisted clear. And that's it. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me, and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I've been really impressed by this guy, Marmoush, who I expect to be amongst the goals here, Peter. He's, for me, very much the complete package. Great operating alone or in a partnership, but I prefer to see him play off somebody. That's when you really get to see his skills, not just as a finisher, but as someone who initiates as well.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be... Takes the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Madrid have their second corner now. Oh, takes a shot! It's in!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Rodrigo! Fantastic from Rodrigo! He's got himself an absolute peach. Not one, but two. It is a dream start. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Reinders. He's found a way through. Knocks it into space. There will be a throw-in. Bellingham. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Ball is over the line. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. Tries to play it through. Oh, shooting chance! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Simplicity itself.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
That has ended up in no man's land. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Pulled out the best in the keeper.
Haaland has just shown why those situations demand a higher grade of focus. He fluffed it.
Not the most accurate pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's intervened well there. Vinicius Junior pinches it off him. Chouameni Valverde. Reinders. And that has put paid to that. And here's Rodrigo. It's a pretty loose pass. Marmouche. Now it's Reinders. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Just the keeper to beat. He's had a shot. They've scored. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So is this the start of a comeback? Madrid can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. That pass isn't the best. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often...
He's having a go! Just a whisker away. And this is Marmouche. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Vinicius Junior. Now that looks a decent ball. Ruben Diaz is there to clear. And here's Rodrigo. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Nicely aimed pass. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's gone for a throw-in. Marmouche, and here's Haaland, and he's been shifted off it. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Chouameni. Vinicius Junior. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Now it's Haaland. Guardiola. Looking for options for movement. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And they've got rid. And it's Rodri. Vinicius Junior looking understandably energised after his goal. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Fran Garcia. And the first half is done.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And the second half gets underway. Now it's Mbappe. Rodrigo is onto this. Rodri. Can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Carvajal cuts it out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that.
Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Pass somewhat off target. Rodrigo. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Chouameni. Looking for the run. Danger averted for now. Kovacic. He's a sharp little ball here. Chips it through. Valverde. Chouameni. And the through ball. Stones makes the interception. Rodri. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's a nicely shaped ball. He's through, it's one-on-one! Shot a goal! That's another chance! And yes, it's there! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Gol. Marcó en el minuto 59 el dorsal 9.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Tries a shot! It's in! And this is getting better and better. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Rudiger, and they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. Fran Garcia. Courtois. And Garcia, Eder Militao, Chouameni, Carvajal, and back to the keeper they go. Courtois, and Garcia, Eder Militao, and it's Garcia. Courtois, Carvajal, Courtois, could be danger here. Chouameni, Rudiger. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now, can they get him away? No, that's been intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? And he's heaved it away. Can he get it through? Rodri. Well, they could break here. It's played through for him. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Carvajal. It's not an especially good pass, that. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Now it's Rodrigo. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Corner number 4 coming up here. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Haaland. Aims beyond the defence. And he's picked out the run. Shapes to shoot! Sensational from Haaland! A finish of true class! Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
And yes, it's him again. We have got ourselves a game here. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, no joy this time. Very much into the last knockings. Now it's Haaland. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. He's picked his way through. That is a brilliant interception. Desperate defending required here. They've played it short. Chooses to go back. Passing nice and neat. Rodrigo. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Eder Militao is there, and he can get that clear. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment. Rodrigo picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. As you can see, we've already started here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking for the run. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I like the look of this fella, Thierry Reinders, Peter. The Dutchman being one of the better all-round midfielders to emerge in recent times. He's energetic, he's intelligent both on and off the ball in the way he reads the game. And he boasts quite a high goal contribution too.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Marmouche! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior goes on a charge down the left. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Good strike, quite an alarm.
That's going in strongly.
He's in a good position here. That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And straight into the wall. That's a good ball out wide. That's an excellent interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's a sharp little ball here. This looks promising. He's got away. Look at this shot at goal! Bellingham. That has not gone well. Some really good ball movement, and they're quick to get it back. Can he spark a counter here? Now, can they get him away? Can he get onto this? Rodri. Reinders. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's having a go! Another save.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now that looks a decent ball, and he plays one through. Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Bellingham.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Played back in. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Haaland. Bellingham. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, there's a probing ball. Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. Now this could be a chance. Chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Kovacic. Rodri. Vardiol. It's come to nothing. Vinicius Junior tries to pass it through. Kovacic. Reinders. Can he get it through? That is good alertness. Chouameni. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Bellingham. And a chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Madrid have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Rodrigo. Real chance! Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Bellingham has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And they're back on the ball again. That has been cut short. Now it's Kovacic. Picked out and the finish! It's there! And right on half-time, that is telling. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its spot.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, Peter, I've been looking at both teams departing the pitch, and the body language couldn't be any more different. Do I see things changing? To be honest, probably not.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it.
He's been taken out. Could that be a penalty? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Ruben Dias has been sent off. It was deemed a professional foul. Mbappe is standing over this one. Mbappe! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Rodrigo is herring after that one. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. And this is Marmouche! It's wide, but only just.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's a pretty loose pass. Kovacic. Now it's Reinders, not the most accurate pass. Valverde. Rodrigo. And the shot! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! A finish of true class! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening.
Marmouche. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Guardiola driving forwards. Oh, well played, well played. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rodrigo.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Aimed beyond the defence. Great ball. Can he finish? Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Reinders with the short one. That's a lovely, neat pass. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Rodrigo puts his foot on the gas. Lovely ball and a real chance now. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Chouameni.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Rodrigo, he's shifting through the gears here. Rodrigo, oh, what a climb! And it's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Madrid take the lead.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
And it's Reinders. Rudiger calmly anticipates. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Rodri. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Great chance! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Madrid go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Not the most convincing of passes. Bernardo Silva gets a foot in here. Reinders. And it's been played through. It's a goal kick. Guardiola gathers from the goal kick. Nice looking ball. Bernardo Silva. And it's Valverde. He's been... Rodrigo! That's another chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Cambio de jugadores.
And the keeper beats it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Reinders. Eder Militao kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's intervened well there. Looking to play him in. Shot could be on. He's had a shot! And that's a real chance missed. Now it's Reinders. Now it's Foden. And he's got the beating of his man. Bernardo Silva receives it in a big chance! They've scored! And what a climax we have here! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
We have got ourselves a game here. Rudiger. Now Eder Militao. Bernardo Silva. That looks a good ball through. And he's managed to get free. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he's there to belt it away. Doku. Oh, that's a... tries a shot! Brilliant from Foden! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They have stolen level at the last! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So, chance, surely! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, it's gone in!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him.
And that is as far as it goes. Madrid have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. As you can see, we've already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I think Theo Hernandez is one of the most exciting fullbacks in the game. Rarely have I seen a player display all the qualities needed in a complete fullback at such a tender age, and at a time where the role of the fullback is even more crucial. He really is a diamond.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one. Vinicius Junior! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Rabiot. Rabiot unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all... He's tried one! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Nicely shaped ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now, can they get him away? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, good-looking ball. Foot in. Nicely weighted ball. And he's in on goal! Koundé gets it clear. And it's Valverde. Chouameni threads one in. And he welcomes it in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Valverde is sporting a guilty look after that. Encouraged Rodrigo! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Rudiger. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Fran Garcia. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Camavinga. Fran Garcia gets over and intercepts. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's well spotted. Upamecano. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Saliba calmly anticipates. Hernandez. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And that's definitely not his best. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Vinicius Junior really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's found a way through. Hernandez has it out wide and in space. And here's Mbappe. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, this looks sharp. Mbappe. It's played through for him. Vinicius Junior. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Picked out, can he finish? He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Vinicius Junior. And he's worked it through. And it's Dembele. Decent chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And we've reached half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Se ruega a su madre que acuda a recogerlo a la puerta 21.
France get the second half started. Looking for the run. That looks a good ball through. Chance, surely! And he's done it!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Madrid take the lead. Can he get it through? And that's a simple one for the keeper. Camavinga. Valverde kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Driving through the middle. Camavinga. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Mbappe. Oh, such a clever touch.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
No, it's come to nothing.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Chooses to go back. He's having a go! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Madrid have their second corner now. Chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Valverde. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mbappe! And that was very necessary. Ball is over the line. Mbappe. Well, that has not gone well. Looking to play him in. That's an imaginative pass. Good ball over the top. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Mbappe. Valverde. That is ended up in no man's land. Carvajal gets across to intercept that. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Camavinga picks it up from the goal kick. Eder Militao. Looking for options for movement. He's a sharp little ball here. He's shifting through the gears here. Face to face with the keeper. Tries a shot! He has done it! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
This is having a shot! Goal, France! And the comeback is complete. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
This is Dembele. Just the keeper to beat. Shapes to shoot. It's in. And that should do it. Within sight of the finish line. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
France take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Rodrigo, Mbappe, the most accurate pass. Carvajal is holding his leg there, a worrying sign.
Yeah, and, you know, I think it appears to have been bothering him for a while.
But it appears he's going to be okay, at least for now. And he's had it nicked away. That has been cut short. Rudiger cuts it out.
Thuram really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's got away.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. Now this could be a chance. Thuram finds himself offside. Probing pass. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Again the flag's up. He's not got that quite right. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. So, third corner of the game. And that will be it. Madrid did lead, indeed they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And as you can see, we've already started here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Mbappe! Ah, that's a fine interception. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I think Theo Hernandez is one of the most exciting fullbacks in the game. Rarely have I seen a player display all the qualities needed in a complete fullback at such a tender age, and at a time where the role of the fullback is even more crucial. He really is a diamond.
Yeah, he'll shoots! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. It's a pretty loose pass. Chouameni, Camavinga. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Dembele. Real chance! They've done it! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, played right into his path. Brilliantly cut out. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Valverde is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know.
It's Dembele! And the finish! Goal, France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well,
and the shot! He's got a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That was a given. It always was.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
France go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Rabiot defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Valverde. Hernandez gets it away. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Chouameni, passing is crisp and sharp. Madrid are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This is their second corner of the game. France have the chance to go the other way. Saliba and Konate, Mbappe, and that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Foot in, Mbappe. That's going to go a long way. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now, can they get him away? Vinicius Junior unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, Red, nice interception. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Aimed beyond the defence, and they're back on the ball again. It's a threatening ball. Great chance! It's in! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Chance for a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Dembele, cute ball now, how can he reach it? Just the goalkeeper to beat. Oh, there's the shot! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Mbappe. He's got away.
That's good play from him.
Dembele proves just a little bit too strong. And they've got rid. Has a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Camavinga is offering a wry smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Good read, needed to be. And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
He's a sharp little ball here. Rabiot. Now it's Mbappe.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And a shot. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
France blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Valverde. Now it's Rodrigo. That is great defending, so alert. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Mbappe, and he was quick to react. Can he get it through? Kamavinga. Played into space out wide. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Mbappe on 2 now and looking for 3. Oh, he's been caught napping. Great ball. It's Dembele! It goes to show he is human after all.
Well, you can only praise the keeper for standing up to his opponent like that.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, no joy this time. Looking for options for movement. Rabiot. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for the run. Bellingham. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Valverde did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Valverde. Mbappe. Nice interception, well timed. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Carvajal kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Mbappe. Rudiger gets a foot in here. Chouameni, Rabiot. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. Fofana knocks it into space. Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That pass isn't the best. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Madrid looking to pass their way through. And the number on the board is 3. Mbappe, Chouameni cuts out the pass, and it's Bellingham. Tries to play it through. Chouameni, Mbappe. France do have a chance to counter here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, what can he finish? And yes, it's there! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Well, was he ever going to miss that? And the referee brings it to a close. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice. Goes for a shot!
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong. That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
The great playmaker João Neves is very comfortable with the ball at his feet, Peter, and good at resisting pressure, protecting the ball. He's going to be key if the manager is asking his players to get the ball out of defence at that high tempo.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Mbappe, Rodrigo, takes a shot, and he's done it!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To increase the lead. Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
João Neves. No, that's been intercepted. Madrid look comfortable already. 2 to the good and flying. Cristiano Ronaldo. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Rodrigo. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, this looks sharp. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries a shot! He's got a goal! Right back in the game!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
He's picked his way through. Palhinha does well to get it back. Palhinha did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, what a ball! João Neves. Vinicius Junior. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. That's a sharp pass. In with the challenge. Approaching the half-hour mark. And the shot's on here. Not the most convincing of passes. Now it's Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to pass it through. And he's there to retrieve it. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get on the end of this? That's a cute ball. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Carvajal clears. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Mendes. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Passing is crisp and sharp. Big chance! Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory! A finish right from the top draw! Portugal are level! How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's a shade optimistic. Carvajal. Oh, no joy this time. Nuno Mendes. And it's Vitinha. Eder Militao wins the duel this time. And that could set him on his way. João Palhinha. Now that looks a decent ball. Gonçalo Inácio. And we've reached half-time. Madrid are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. So it's back to business. And he's lost his man here. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Knocks it into space. He's got away. Araujo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now that pass has been well intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. Tchouaméni gets across to intercept that. Oh, good take and a good air. He's having a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Ceballos. That is a great pick out. Climbs up big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Tries to play it through. Back in possession and ready to go again. Vitinha. Gonçalo Ramos. Can he spark a counter here? And he plays one through. Fran Garcia gets over and intercepts. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Not the most accurate pass. Now that's well seen too. Oh, that's well spotted. Vitinha, who does have an assist to his name. Bellingham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that is as far as they're going to go. Gives it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Always onto this. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's found a way through. Shot at goal! It's a pretty loose pass. Well-timed, excellent interception. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Vinicius Junior in acres of space out wide. Vitinha.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Eder Militao spots it and intercepts. Bellingham. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Ceballos is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Portugal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Back into the middle. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Can he finish? Goal! Portugal! And the comeback is complete. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Portugal get themselves into the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Ronaldo had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out. Chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Diogo Costa trying to keep this in. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nicely weighted ball. Picked out brilliantly.
Nuno Mendes.
Quality ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Great vision. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. And that is that. Madrid illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. Can you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area, but the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Saliba spots it and intercepts. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Havertz. Well, that looks a decent ball. Shapes to shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that should get the job done. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
This guy, Carvajal, is one of the most adventurous fullbacks around, Peter. He's definitely come a long way since he had to go to Germany to look for first-team opportunities. That move actually aided his development in a very big way, as it happens, especially the defensive and physical side. It's toughened them.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Knocks it into space. Now the ball in. And the shot! He scores! Ødegaard.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Havertz. Closing in on goal. Nicely aimed pass. Passing nice and neat. Madrid, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Pass somewhat off target. And claimed it back swiftly. Now, can they get him away? Shot a goal! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! About as smooth as it gets. Arsenal take the lead. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Camavinga. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Over to the left. Ødegaard. Shifted it to the flank. Merino. There's the shot! Oh, how good is he? That is a gem! An absolute gem! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And it's Marino.
Oh, really well played.
And he welcomes it in. Corner given. Corner number 2 then. A few ironic cheers tell the story. Opts to play it back. He's in a great position here. Vinicius Junior. It's Bellingham. Out to the right. Marino. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Cleared without hesitation. Vinicius Junior. And there's the end of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So off we go once more.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here.
Shooting chance! And it's in! The second half off to a spectacular start. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response.
Camavinga! That has ended up in no man's land. Carvajal is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And he cuts out the supply. Ødegaard, spread out to the left. Now it's Marino. He's found a way through. Now it's Havertz. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Looking to play him in. He could be in here. And the finish! He scores! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You can certainly sense a...
He's having a shot! They've scored! Just one goal in it now. Game on! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems...
He's going for goal! And that wasn't far away.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Vinicius Junior.
And he's there to get it away.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Gets a good foot in there. It's a pretty loose pass. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Rice. And here's Havertz. Looking for options for movement.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
He has found the way through. That's an excellent interception.
Merino.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
Saka.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. He can run onto that. Madrid can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Bellingham. He's a sharp little ball here. Brilliantly cut out. Can he finish? So close to drawing level.
Oh, I think you could really feel his pain there. He was convinced he'd put his side level.
Foot in. Bellingham. Not the most accurate pass.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Looking for the run. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's a nicely shaped ball. Chance, surely! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Rudiger is there, and he can pick it up. Oh, that's a key interception. Now, who's going to be first to this? Real chance! More pressure on the opposition goal.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
That's the keeper's ball.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now it's Havertz. Can he get it through? Great ball, and he's in here. Shoots! And he hits the net. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Bellingham. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. That's